We here. The Legacy Builders US in the motherfucking building.
What up?
What's going on? What's popping with ya? So we're talking about always stay ready. So what do we mean by that? What's the thoughts with that topic?
As simple as that, man. Stay ready, man. You know, if you're not ready, you're not prepared. If you're not prepared, shit happens. So, you know, it came with a topic. I gave a perfect example today. So today I had to drop somebody off somewhere. So I ran out the house. Didn't realize I forgot my wallet. So So of course I wasn't ready. Dropped them off at the dealership, and about 8 minutes into the drive, I'm like, oh shit, I only got 7 miles to empty. The crib 25 miles away.
Wait, so no wallet and no fucking gas.
Correct.
Yeah, he was asking to be stranded.
No wonder you came up with the
topic. Literally. So I had to stop at the gas station about 2 miles left. You know what I mean? I went inside.
He's got down like
and what made it worse, that's why you gotta stay ready, because I know you never need a house without looking decent. But I had on a little dirty hoodie, a little dirty sweatpants, and I was blowing the leaves in my yard because it's leaf pickup day. So I look like a little crackhead. So on top of that, you know what I mean? Went to the gas station. I was like, yo, I left my wallet, man. Like I was like,
and they didn't believe you. They didn't believe you.
And I asked him, like, yo, you got, come on. I was like, bro, you gonna got Cash App or Zelle? He was like, you got Apple Pay? I said, no, I got a drawer. He's like, nah, I can't. I don't have no Zelle or no Cash App. I was like, come on, Sandeep. Like, you know you got Zelle. Who don't got Zelle, bro?
He said, come on, Sandeep.
Wait, what did he call you? What?
No, I was calling him Sandeep. Indian dude. They stop fucking canceling.
He's like, I do not. I cannot process your payment. I can't do the voice. Mouse can do the voice.
Oh God. So he was like, nah.
You look like you've been blowing leaves all day. What is going on?
Oh God.
Deep was not having it. He was like, he was like this.
Get out of here, you damn nigga.
That's what he said.
Get out of here, you damn nigger.
Get out. It was really like that though, to your point, because it was just kind of one of the things where it's like, yo, Zelle is an official banking establishment. That's official. Right. There's no scamming on Zelle. It's official. It's legal. It's legit. Versus Cash App, it can be scamming you. So depending on whatever. And he said, no. He said, no, I never use Zelle. I was like, everybody, we know you lying, bro. Stop it.
Right.
You are business. But yeah, anyway, nonetheless, he didn't take it, and he let me sit outside, and I had to call somebody out to come bring me some gas and all that. And I lost an hour and a half out the day because of that.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Joe Blast, Hakeem, Mark Davius, Adam. What is it? Adama, what's popping with your man? And Ayo, what's good with y'all? Yeah, no, that's some real shit. You got to stay ready. You know what I'm saying? Because what's the saying? If you are ready, you don't need to be ready, or you don't need to get ready.
If you are ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing too, is that I think and I guess it's easier for me to do this because I have like what they call that OCD a little bit, where I think about certain things 3-4 times in a row and double, triple, quadruple check shit. Like I'm a type of motherfucker where if I'm leaving the house, I might check my fucking pockets like 3 times just to remind myself I got the wallet. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? So I'm a little extreme with it, but it's one of the things where, if you have sort of like a routine or a sort of way that you have things structured or a way that you do things in a sort of like a repetitious way, then that could kind of help you make sure that you're always ready whenever shit could go down. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's case in point. That's a perfect example. I wasn't ready in all facets, man. I wasn't ready leaving the house. I wasn't dressed appropriately, so I wasn't ready for that. And like I said, I didn't have my wallet or nothing. And I didn't have an iPhone, so I couldn't do Apple Pay.
Right.
It's crazy. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what ends up happening in life, man. When you're not ready, man, things happen.
Mm-hmm.
You're not prepared for opportunity, you miss that opportunity. You really got to prepare yourself and stay ready at all times.
Facts.
No, that's real shit. Because the funny part is that there's, like you said, there's opportunities that you can miss because you're not ready. So when the opportunity presents itself, you end up saying shit like, this could have happened and this could have catapulted me to the next level. But now, because I wasn't ready for that opportunity to come, then it passed me. And then who knows? You feel what I'm saying? Because especially if you're in business, you're doing certain things, you want to be like, damn, well, if somebody, because think about it this way. If somebody, let's say you run a business, somebody came to you and say, yo, we need you to fly out here. Right. But you don't have, let's say you don't have money put away for that, or you don't have any, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't have the things to do in order to be ready for that opportunity or situation. You see what I'm saying? And I think a lot of times people don't think that far ahead, or they may think it's not going to come about, or they don't think it's a possibility that type of thing might happen. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
It's crazy, especially with nowadays with online stuff. Like if a person is like an online person, influencer, business person, whatever, shit could go viral on your shit for whatever reason. And then let's say you selling a product, and let's say it's a product you got to ship out to motherfuckers. Like, are you ready for that type of, all of that work that goes with that? You're
talking about like, social media and going viral and stuff. And what I'm starting to see is, it's starting to become kind of obsessively sick.
Mm-hmm.
And here's what I mean. There was a time where something would happen and you kind of have like maybe a 7-day period to respond to it, right? So you could script the video because you got 7 days to respond. Like, let's just say some scandal happened with some celebrity. Right. You got a 7-day window to respond to it.
Right.
You used to have a 7-day window to respond to it. And this was probably back when Facebook first came out, MySpace, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shit, back then you probably had 2 weeks to a month to respond to some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays, fast forward to now, fuck a video.
Right.
And fuck a live stream, like a live stream that we do for here. We do a half-hour live stream. And just now we just finished a 2-hour live stream.
Right.
But fuck all that. Niggas is streaming 24 hours a day.
Exactly.
7 days a fucking week.
Uh-huh.
That's where it's at now.
Mm-hmm.
So niggas go viral like... And here's the thing. Here's the crazy part. Even being viral don't even last that long.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when you used to go viral? When people used to go viral, niggas went viral for a month.
Right. Exactly.
Or for a couple of months, depending on what it was. Now you can go viral for the next 30 minutes and that's it.
Right. Exactly.
Like, and then no shade to none of these guys, even if I'm saying their names, but like, I Show Speed flipped over a car.
Right.
And it gets 1 million views in 30 minutes and then on to the next thing.
Right.
Oh, Kai Cenat was in the shower with Ray J. Pause.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, some other nigga, Iraq, because I just watched a video about some fucking some guy. He's a music guy, but he streams 24/7.
Right.
And he streams his entire life.
Wow.
To the point where when he does collabs for his music, he streams them making the music live in the studio.
Wow.
And then so the song that he makes goes viral for, like I said, a couple of seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh shit, such and such is doing a song with such and such. The song, imagine you live stream me uploading my song to, iTunes,
right,
or Spotify. But instead of going to listen to my music, you're gonna continue watching my stream.
Right.
So if you're always watching my stream, when are you gonna go listen to my music?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the reason why I bring that up is because the topic is always stay ready, but niggas are taking it to another level because the virality and now I'm not just always ready. I'm always on.
Exactly right. Like I don't even need to get ready. I've already been ready because I got ready last month.
My life is here for you to see. I'm ready. Like
ready.
nigga. Like I am performing all the time. Because the video I watched was the kid. He was out in the street filming with his cameraman, live, of course. And this girl came up to them and was asking him questions because bitches. When bitches see a camera and lights, it's like when you jingle keys in front of a fucking baby.
Who's that? What is he doing? Who's that? Who's
so she comes up in the fucking camera talking about, oh, who are you and what are you guys doing? And and she was like, oh yeah, I was a contestant on the Next Top Model and this, that, and the third, and I'll support your business and I'll follow you online and blah blah blah. And she said, so you want to give me a kiss? You want to give me a smooch? And so the dude was like, whose live stream it was, he was like, nah, I'm good. Now he didn't expose this fact, but the fact is that he has a girlfriend. So that's another thing with being ready, right? You are, if you streaming your shit all day every day, your bitch is watching too,
basically, right? She's like, who that was telling you about the kids?
Well, the girl was like, oh, you want to give me a smooch? And he was like, nah, I'm good. He was like, I can't really do that. And then so him and his cameraman just bounced on her,
right?
And then the girl went up to the cameraman talking about, oh, don't use that footage.
What?
And then he was like, what do you mean? This is live.
Like the footage is used.
So even in that example, who truly wasn't ready?
Yeah, right. She wasn't ready.
She wasn't ready. That's a fact. Now that's a good point.
Matter of fact, then let me give credit because I talked about this. Let me give credit. The Poor Man's Podcast Reacts. That's the channel that I just watched it on. It's called Supermodel Erupts After Getting Rejected.
Right. That's crazy.
So it was a whole story with the guy and this, that, and the third. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you want to talk about being ready and always stay ready, bro. These guys are streaming their entire life all day.
You know what it takes it back to us.
And it's live numbers. So if you say, so these guys are getting 100,000 viewers, millions of viewers, 500,000 viewers all at one time.
Right.
So then so what they start doing is they start inviting sponsors and celebrities, and like Kai Cenat, he had LeBron fucking James on his stream the other day.
Right.
And it was weird because LeBron James is supposed to be injured.
Right.
And LeBron, I heard about that. Yeah.
LeBron James was on his stream dancing and shit.
he called him for a sick day. He's like, I got a sick day.
Exactly. You call it for a sick day, but you go live stream with Kai Cenat and shit. You get what I'm saying?
You can't even have sick days now, because you.
But the whole point, the whole thing I'm trying to, like, I don't really know where I'm going necessarily, but I'm just showing you that, like, the idea of staying ready gets real crazy when we start looking at all this technology and the live streaming and shit. Because, like, nigga, I'm a grown ass fucking man. No, I don't need nobody to see my entire life 24 hours a day.
That's
you understand? Because when I'm gonna get time to take a shit, when I'm gonna get time to pause, but when I'm gonna get time to touch myself,
right? Exactly, right.
Like when I'm gonna get time to spend time with my lady and have sex and do all the things that we do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fucking streaming all day every day. Are you dumb? You know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy when you really look at it. Like, what does staying ready, it's a lot of different ways to look at it, man. And I mean, we can look at it like, financially, stay ready, be sensible with your money, budget, get yourself some life insurance so you can be ready and prepared for if you pass on and you got something to leave for your family. That's obvious. But like with the way things are going these days, it's like, what does it all mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
No, to your point, it's one of those things where staying ready is on many levels. Like, it's on multiple levels.
Yeah.
And it makes me go back to the days when we were younger, when we always go with, there's no take backs.
Right.
That's the epitome of it right there. There's no take backs, meaning that if you miss it, it's done. It's over. You know what I mean? You get up out your seat, and by the time you come back from you getting your little lunch, your seat's gone. You know what I mean? Like, that's how fast things is moving now in 2025, where it's just like, if you blink, you can miss an opportunity. It'll happen just that quick at the snap of a finger.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And even from a money standpoint in the workforce, if you're not ready for a job, they move on to the next candidate. You got to stay ready, and it's the same example I'll give you. I had one of my managers one time. She's like, hey, Rashidi, you always got to be ready for the opportunity. Always be ready when the opportunity is there so you can take advantage of the opportunity. Right. And she kept saying it, and the opportunity came, and I didn't have the license that I was supposed to have. That I could have got paid through the company. And the opportunity came, and I was scrambling, trying to get the license. and they had to pass me up, even though I would have got it.
Yo, what is going? I'm not. Come on, man. What is up with you, nigga? Like,
I mean, this is about 7-8 years ago, but
okay,
what is though?
good.
You know what I mean?
You out here driving without gas, no fucking.
Listen, when we be having these podcasts, I'm talking to myself.
No, real talk. It's all teachable moments, bro. It's all teachable moments, bro. I be telling niggas like, because I got the masculine identity membership. I'm be like, nigga, understand, I am the first student of my membership.
Right, exactly.
Don't you ever think that I ain't over here fucking up from time to time, nigga.
Real talk.
Study this shit. That's why I study it and I teach this shit so I can stay ahead of the game. Like, what the fuck? Because I'm fucking up too, man. Crazy.
So AJ Lino said, is the only benefit of life insurance for your kids and family when you die, or are there insurance that you can make money from over a certain period of time as you're alive?
First off, AJ Lino, I know you've been watching the podcast for how long, man? I don't even know why you're asking this question. This might be a trick question.
No. Repetition is a part of the game.
So I'm gonna answer the question. No, it's not just a family and kids. Someone like yourself, young, you don't have any kids. It's called the IUL, Index Universal Life Policy. You do get cash benefits from it. You get anywhere from 3% to up to 20% of interest. So you can make money off it, and it's a life insurance product, and you can borrow from it just like a 401k. Just like all that type of stuff with no penalties and no tax penalties. So, yes, you can actually make money off life insurance. In fact, 30% of millionaires and billionaires' money comes from life insurance and these type of policies. So that hopefully that answers your question. Go to the site and book that appointment so we get you one of those.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And we had another question too. It says, what's y'all thoughts on Price said? What's that?
Yeah, what the hell is that? Dude? I don't know. You might have to Google that one though. Like that's a little vocabulary.
I don't know,
man.
So,
Adema, repeat your question or rephrase your question, homie.
Yeah, because we don't know what that is. So
Price says, yeah, that was the Price says.
I've never heard of that. So we don't know.
Price ED. I don't know.
You don't know. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, as far as this topic of staying ready, right? It's important because even I was looking at this girl's TikTok yesterday. She was talking about how there's a lot of content creators who are broke, and she said the reason they're broke is because a lot of content creators are relying on views and just like random sponsorships from other companies if they're lucky to get it, right? So she was saying that she's like, let's say if you make some videos and you have an audience and let's even say you go viral or something at one point. If that's the case, but you have nothing to sell, which is a product or a service, then you wasted all those views.
Fact.
Because you wasn't ready. You weren't ready. So basically you weren't ready to receive all those views to be able to get or you wasn't ready by making a product to be able to use those views to your advantage. So it says, what's your thoughts on how business use processed foods to keep up? What do you mean?
Bro, what?
Yeah, I know what you're talking. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yo, nah, bro. Adema, who are you? What?
You going in the Matrix right now. You're going in the Matrix. I know there's an answer out there.
Where do you come from? Like,
ask a question about yourself in your situation. About
This show is about money. This is the money game show, and we talk about credit. We talk about life insurance. We talk about budgeting. We talk about spending. We talk about money in general, mutual funds, stocks, and things like that. We don't necessarily give stock advice or anything like that, but
we still need to know what the fucking price said is.
We don't know what the fuck you talking about, homie.
What is price said?
Yeah, I don't know what that is on.
Yeah, you still need to ask us what price. I mean, talk about what that is. We have no idea what the fuck that is. Mm-hmm. It says it's with Equitable Life. Do you have any information on that company?
No, don't use Equitable Life now. I haven't worked that carrier.
Well, what's the name? I think from what I understand, what's the name is in Canada, so maybe they're different out there. Yeah,
okay.
Maybe they're a little different out there.
We got Kalim in the building. What's popping?
Apparently he had to get ready because he wasn't ready.
Yeah, I was intentional.
It was a lesson. He was teaching through the actions.
Yeah, it was a teachable moment. I know. That's why I fuck with legacybuildersus.com, because it's the lessons happen in real time. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yes. Yeah, man. What's going on, fellas? Yeah, so I mean, it's a lot, man. I mean, for first and foremost, you know, if you stay ready, you got to get ready, right? Mm-hmm. So that's first and foremost. A few things from the financial side. One of the best things that you could do, in my opinion, is make sure at the very least, because most people live check to check, so at the very least, you're maybe at the bare minimum 2 checks ahead. I know it's tough to be 3. I know it's tough to save 3 to 6 months worth of monthly expenses, but at least be a check or 2 ahead. Right. To, you know, you save and you invest in whatever it is, because what that means is if you're at least a check or 2 ahead, you have some breathing room. Not a lot. If emergency happens, you're still pretty much assed out. Right. But at least you have some type of cushion. You know, because especially during during the holidays, you know, we spend carelessly during the holidays, like we spoke about, right? So if you put yourself in a position to where you at least, you know, are a check or 2 ahead, at least, like I said, you have some cushion to where it'll maybe save you, you know, during an emergency. You know, that's from the financial side. From the family side, you know, you always want to, especially if you're the head of the household, you want to be the person that's always thinking 2 steps ahead as well. Preparation is key, you know, whether it's a family trip or whether you're just making sure that the security and the safety of your home is on point, making sure that, you know, there's no appliances just laying around, making sure that there's, you know, for fire safety reasons, making sure that, you know, certain things are in place. You have, whether it's a fire extinguisher in the household, whether it's, you know, if you are able to carry open arm in your state, make sure that's away from the kids, but make sure you have that, you know, in case of an emergency happens or you need to use it. You know, different things may happen. Even if we're getting back to the financial side, I see this life insurance question. But yes, even with life insurance, that's a form of protection. That's a form of you getting ready just in case when someone passes away, at least you have that money in place from the company to when the time is right. So that's very important.
Yeah. So
as also Adrian said, I have a life insurance. I pay a month. I honestly don't recall how much I will make down the line. I've had it since I was 17. I'm 27 now. I've thought of canceling it. Any advice moving forward?
Never cancel a life insurance policy. That's first and foremost. The only time you cancel a life insurance policy is because you got another policy that's better than the current one that you have.
And that was going to be my question to y'all. Could he transfer the funds or transfer the policy over to y'all to get him a better situation or a better deal? Or what if he has like a whole life and he trying to transfer it into an IUL? Is that possible?
Yeah. So I like the question that you're answering. So it's a couple of those things right there. So it's one of those things where we got to see what type of policy it is and what type of benefits, because he had it since he was 17.
Right.
So it may not have those benefits. To your point, you may not be able to convert it into a whole life. So we'll look at the whole situation, like, okay, you can't convert it to a whole life, but based on the coverage amount, you might want to keep it or reduce some coverage, and then get another policy to get that cash value that he wants. So the main thing, Angelino, is just go to the website and book an appointment, book a consultation, and we'll figure out the best way for you. But it's a bunch of scenarios that you could take apart, you know?
Right.
There's also this thing called a 1035 exchange, to where you can transfer one policy to another without the tax consequences. You know, that's the thing itself. But based off of the company that the person has, that they have the policy with, and that they're going to transfer that policy over into, it'll determine whether it you know, the rules and regulations in regards to that. But that's the thing, absolutely. But yeah, I will to answer your question directly, never cancel life insurance. Once it's active, it's active. And once again, why? Because you never want to get caught without it.
Mm-hmm.
You never want to get caught without it.
Don't get caught lacking.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that you had it for 10 years, which is good.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope, man. Keep that. Yeah, don't cancel that shit. That's dope, man. Whatever, but again, I just hope it's something that he could possibly borrow against to have some type of flexibility or options to use it to his advantage. You know what I mean? So. But AJ Lino, that's definitely why you should go to legacybuildersus.com and schedule a consultation, because if you could transfer it into another vehicle that could make more sense for you, or know what options you have with what you already have, then that's because a lot of people, when you're young, because I'm assuming that possibly maybe your parents set you up with it, or maybe somebody told you to do it, but you didn't really understand what you was doing, but you knew somehow it might be beneficial to you. But now that you're of age, now you really want to get some really good advice to see how you can really benefit from having this policy. And it's a policy that you've been paying off for 10 years. So I'm sure there's a decent amount of money in there at this point. So you definitely need to look into your options. Get with legacybuildersus.com and see what your options are, man. Definitely.
Right. Yeah. No, you definitely, to answer this question, yes, you definitely can work with them.
Yeah. So it could what's the name? You like y'all can still do something for him even though he's in Canada?
Yeah. No, we can.
So there's foreign, right? So even though you're in Canada, as long as you know someone who is in the States, or you have some type of business within the States, you can still get that policy. But because we still do business outside of the country, the marketing organization that we're connected with, we're in all 50 states, Canada, the Virgin Islands. So we're in a lot of places. So in other words, we can do business in different states. It's a layered conversation. So to Miles's point, book that consultation so that we can do a deeper dive search on, the parameters of how this works for you specifically. Show you how that goes.
Yeah, real talk. See, that's why you guys need to get them consultations.
Yeah, get them consultations so they can show you how to do this, son.
Exactly.
Shout out to Jay-Z, son. You feel me? But yeah, man. I mean, are we ready to rap, or what are we doing? Oh shit, we got 22 people up in here. Shout out to the people, man.
We're about to wrap it in a second. So, guys, so do you have any events coming up? Anything that you guys want to promote?
Right now, we don't got nothing coming up right now. In terms of events, we go on a couple of events, speaking at a couple of events. But actual events going ourselves.
Don't get over it. Don't get over it, my
nigga. Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
You giving TED Talks and shit? This nigga go
make moves now.
All right, so check this out. The other day I was blowing some leaves, right?
Exactly.
My house, no wallet, and I needed gas in my car. And this is a perfect example of how you better stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. And the audience is like, yeah. I'm talking about it. Right, so come to legacybuildersus.com and fuck with your boy. You feel me? Nah.
even
that's stuff though. But seriously, I got some speaking engagements. What's going on with that?
Yeah, no. So we got a couple speaking engagements coming up. For the holidays. We got 2 events coming up where we're speaking at an event space. Guest speaker. Then we got one where we give back to the community. So it's a community event. They want us to come out, speak to the community, help people with their finances, their money for the holidays. So that's the 2 remaining events we got, and then technically we got the little boys and girls club. So we'll be speaking to little boys and girls clubs.
Nice.
Kids. About money and all that type of stuff too. So
word. Yo, imagine if you could get a few kids on a policy like how AJ Lino got on his policy at 17. Mm-hmm. Man, I'm telling you, man. Guys, y'all don't know how powerful that type of shit is, man. That's like, bro, that's compounding interest over decades, nigga.
Exactly.
Bro, that shit can be so heavy, especially, again, can we talk, we joke about Black Lives Matter, but bro, that's how your life will matter to these fucking crackers, like real talk. and I got white people, that fuck with my membership and all the other shit. So I ain't saying it to be racist like that, but I'm just keeping it all the way 100. Like, the reason why in a lot of cases, and it's a subconscious thing really, but the reason why, if a black dude is wilding out in the street, they're going to tase and shoot him immediately.
Right, basically.
Because they don't ever really stop to think, oh, well, he might have $1 million insurance policy on his life that the insurance companies are going to holler at the police department and probably get me fired. They're not thinking like that. When they see a white person, they will think like that. Like, oh, he might be the son of somebody important. Let me try to de-escalate before I pull out the taser. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, guys, it's a critical thing for us to understand how money can protect us in a lot of different ways. You use the tool of money in a lot of different ways. And if the stereotype was every nigga I see has $1 million insurance policy on his head, there would be less tasing and less shooting. I'm telling you.
Listen, the last thing I say to your point too, one, everybody start checking out our Casket Ready podcast, man. Our Casket Ready podcast is on every Monday. It's going to be tomorrow for tomorrow's episode. So just go to all our social media handles, look up Legacy Builders, look up our names. We'll be streaming on, Facebook and Instagram. But check out that podcast. More importantly, we had an episode where we talked about that. If a kid got a policy at 7 years old at $250 a month, by the time he hit retirement age, he'd have $1.4 million.
Yeah.
So we talk about that for real.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? At $250 a month.
I just did a presentation on Saturday, right? Which was dope out in the Queen's office, and we basically was talking about life insurance and getting it during the holidays and how important it is. And if you were to lose somebody during the holiday season, how that would have impacted you and your family. Because that's usually the time people come together. It's a joyous occasion. But then what happens when somebody dies during that time? What do you do?
Right.
Affect you? How does that affect family? How does that affect your pockets? How does that affect your day to day? So that was very impactful. Shout out to everybody who came out to the Queen's office on Saturday. That was lit. So stuff like that, we always doing with, Legacy Builders. We always everywhere. We stay active. So once again, book that consultation. You see it at the bottom. You see the site at the bottom. Talk to us. At 30 minutes of our time, 30 minutes of your time, $25. It ain't gonna hurt. Book that up and come talk to us.
Yeah. Make that happen.
Yeah, man.
All right, guys. So that's pretty much it. We will holler at you guys later. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We are gone. We are out. Peace.